All right, you guys see the title? I just ate meat for the first time in 6 months. I'm gonna let some people get in here real quick. Turn off some of these lights. So I'm gonna talk about what I feel, my thoughts, how much did I eat, what did I eat, did I eat it raw, did I eat it with, did I cook it, etc., etc. Alejandro already in here, crazy man. Was just talking to you on Skype. So anyways, yes, I just ate meat for the first time in 6 months. All right. Number one, what did I eat? All right, Alejandro, I'll show you right now. So I had some, literally makes me have to reconnect. Yo, can you guys see me? Let me know in the comments if you can still see me right now. So earlier today, my skin was looking pretty bad. I was feeling kind of like low. And I had kind of this vibe or this urge to try some meat. Raw meat, by the way. I've done a little bit of research into it. Some people have claimed that they've healed traumatic brain injuries with raw meat. And I bought some, and I just made a meal. What did I have in the meal? I had the regular vegan meal, quinoa, avocado, kale, Irish sea moss, strawberries, but then I just took a little slice of raw meat. And when I say a little slice, guys, I literally mean like just a little tiny chunk. Like I ate that much meat, okay? And put a little salt on it, whatever, just ate like the other half of it just raw. And I'll tell you this much: tastes amazing, felt amazing. Here's how I think about this situation, guys. A breatharian says when you eat vegetables, you're killing vegetables, like, because they're alive. A vegetarian or a vegan says that when you kill animals, like it's evil, they're alive, right? So it's like one step, right? But when I look at nature, a tree drops an apple down to the ground when it's ready to be eaten. That apple's gonna die. It's gonna be eaten by the ground, if not you. So it's kind of an insult to nature not to eat that apple off the ground. If a cow or a animal or whatever died in front of you, or then we'll get into some more polarizing things, like if your family member died in front of you, like that's energy right there that's going to be eaten by worms, maggots, and other things, right? And if there's a benefit for the tribe to eat that animal, like, why not eat it? If it's going to benefit you. You're not going to have an animal die every day. I think that killing animals is the perversion. Hunting, if you need to, is okay in my mind, but the butchering and all that stuff, that's to feed other people's gluttony. And I feel like it's the same thing with everything. Everything in moderation. So, the way that I look at it right now in this whole situation is basically that we are just a gluttonous society. And cooking the meat for the flavor and all this stuff, like we're just doing too much. We're doing the most, right? I kind of look at it now as like, just eat for what you feel you need at that moment in time. The New Guineas, a tribe, I forget where they're located. Does somebody know where the New Guineas are? The Papua Guineas. My bad, Papua Guineas. The Papua Guineas. When somebody from their tribe dies, they eat their family member. And here's the key. Here's the crazy thing. They feed the brains to the women and children. Why would they feed the brains to the women and children? Because that's the healthiest part of the body. The brains have the most nutrients in it. So the children are the future. So they're trying to give the most healthy part to the most important part of the tribe. And the women also facilitate the birth of children. So the women and the children eat the most healthy part of their family member that died. They don't kill their family member, just if their family member dies. Natural causes. They don't waste that energy. It's a gift to the tribe. We're all in it together kind of thing, right? If I died, I would be okay with someone eating me. I would love for my energy to facilitate their life to be better. It's just like thinking for yourself. It just makes sense, right? And that's the same way I feel about animals dying and stuff like that, right? And it would make sense because that would moderate your animal intake, which, by the way, makes you more grounded, more into the physical realm. All right, it gives you more power here in the physical realm to eat more dense foods. So, I went vegan for 6 months. Did I enjoy it? What were the cons? What were the benefits? I did enjoy it. Yes, I detoxed completely on veganism. So was it beneficial? Yes, it was. Now all of a sudden I felt like I needed to eat some meat. I just had some. Do I feel great? Yes, I do. I feel amazing. I feel like I just had a complete diet. Like, all part of a complete breakfast. Like I literally just had a complete meal. Everything that my body needed right there. The Irish sea moss in there. You know what I'm saying? The raw meat, like all those minerals and vitamins in there. Didn't cook anything. You know what I'm saying? Actually, the quinoa was already cooked. So I had some of that. But I just look at it like eat for what you need, right? Now, am I going to eat more tomorrow? Probably not. Am I going to eat more the next day? Maybe. Maybe not though. I might just eat it once a week. I might just eat it 3 times a week, maybe twice a week. Who knows? And just in the portion that I feel I need. That's all. And that's just where I'm at right now. However, does that mean that I'll never be vegan again? No, it doesn't. I just go off how I feel. If it makes sense to me because it feels good and it feels right in that moment in time and it helps me experience the things I need to experience in that moment, I will do it. And I think for myself, I do research and I put all the conclusions together myself. I pull the trigger myself. If you convince me to do something, I'll do it, but I came to the decision myself. Like one of the examples right here is I've been looking for a car that I wanted for a long time, but my friend convinced me for the budget that I have of a better car. And I know he's done more research on cars than me because he's a car addict. So I look at it like, of course I'm going to listen to him in this situation. I think that it's just a blessing, you know what I'm saying? And that car that he thinks that I should get, I think is really, really dope, and it will fit me right now. So anyways, off topic. This morning, I had a DMT trip. Whoa. So I could have made a whole video on this, and I might make a whole video on this, but I'm just putting this in there. Literally had a DMT trip. What do I mean? Do I smoked DMT today? I did some ayahuasca? No. I woke up feeling drained. Why? And this is transparency. Because yesterday I was watching porn. It fried my dopamine receptors. You just see too much going on. Here's the thing though. I'm just recently now single. And I'm about to move out of my house. But I'm not dating, I'm not seeing anything. So when I'm in this state of being, sometimes I find myself susceptible. We are all susceptible. It's not like you're a bad person because you watched porn one day. It's the gluttonous. You're not a bad person if you eat meat. It's the gluttony that's bad. But I'm going to tell you, I was gluttonous with it last night. And staring at my phone in the dark, right? And then I woke up, and by the way, that doesn't mean I was jacking off and ejaculating, by the way, guys. I'm still 40 days semen retention, so it just fried my dopamine receptors looking at so much novelty is what it is. It's just like all these different girls, right? Boom, boom, boom. It's just dopamine, 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 right? Didn't have to work for it. Dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. It's not the move. So I woke up feeling drained. very drained. So what did I do? I was like, all right, well, I'm going to whip out the urine therapy, right? So I literally, and by the way, I'm going to read your guys' comments in a second, okay? I'm just telling a story right now. I got aged urine out, right? And it was like the cloudiest aged urine ever. And I went and started doing some Qigong out in the backyard over here. And I was doing these breathing techniques, and then I was just like, why am I lagging it? I'm just going to chug it. I chugged the whole urine, the whole entire cup of urine. I did 50 push-ups, stood up immediately and did 30 Wim Hof breaths, shot the air up to my head, put my hands up in the air, wiggled around, put my head back, and then I just felt all this, like literally the craziest energy from my chest. Also, by the way, painful energy. And it shot up to my brain. And then I literally was standing out there like, like this is something just went wrong. That's what I felt like. And then I like couldn't see anything. My eyesight was gone. And I literally started feeling like I was going to go numb, and I couldn't walk. The aged urine was like 7 days, by the way, or like like at least a week. So all of a sudden I can't walk and I can't see. I like stumbled over to the chair, and like I all of a sudden felt like my bowels were just unloading. I literally felt like I was going to have diarrhea right then and there, or I was going to throw up. So I stumbled over to the bathroom over here, and I went to go throw up. Couldn't happen because I felt like I was going to pass out into the toilet, because I literally felt like I was losing consciousness, like couldn't see anything. Everything was becoming more blurry. I was becoming more numb. I went over to the couch over here, laid down, and started meditating, and then I literally went into like the universe. Like I literally blasted off on DMT. I was gone, and I was completely numb. I couldn't feel myself, and I couldn't see even if I opened my eyes. And then out of nowhere, I like woke up from the trance and had to rush back over here, like completely blind, by the way, and I threw up. I threw up into the toilet. Crazy, right? So I set an intention this morning that I would have an emotional release. I set an intention that I wanted to have some sort of emotional release, because somebody in the group chat on Skype told me he had some like spirit come to him and like put like a hook down his throat and like took out some like parasite from his throat chakra, and it like now he could speak like really clearly and confidently. So I was like, damn, dude, that sounds cool. I want that to happen to me. I put that intention out to the universe. I had that experience, threw up the energy, and guess what? Immediately after, I could see again. I could feel my body again. I felt happy. I felt great, and I went for a walk. Gnarly experience. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to try urine therapy after eating meat, and I will get back to you guys. All right, now I'm reading your comments, by the way. Sometimes I can eat bucket loads of Vigo food a day and still be hungry after a few months of Vigo diet, so I ate some meat. I couldn't be happier eating meat again. Once I fed my rooster some chicken, and it went crazy and started attacking my dog. Gang. I'm trying to wrap my head around hearing and reading all this. Do your best. You said a while before November 3rd that the election wouldn't happen, and you were kind of right. Nobody was elected on November 3rd, and the world leaders and government officials are not recognizing this election. Hey, man, what are you trying to say? I'm a prophet? How many days did you age the urine? 7. I already answered that. I stopped watching porn on semen retention and went back to it. It wasn't the same. Like I could tell the fakeness in most videos. In porn, sometimes it's fake, sometimes it's not though. Because the way that I look at porn is it's basically just like prostitution. It's legal prostitution. So I look at it like this, right? The dudes in the porn are like just getting laid. That's basically how I look at it, right? They're like loving it. The girls are sometimes too. Sometimes it's mostly about the money, But a lot of the times, those girls literally just really are just having sex. They're just enjoying themselves. Like some people like look at porn like, oh, it's only like about the money always. Like some of the people in porn are actually enjoying themselves. And then some of them regret it after. And then some of them end up going back. And then some of them regret the whole lifestyle. Some of them don't. I look at it as it's subjective. It's fucked up, but at the same time, like I don't judge anybody. I don't judge anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't judge anybody. And I know that it's only everything is good and bad, right? Like a vegan diet is good for you, but it's also bad for you in some ways. Eating meat is good for you, but it's also bad for you in some ways, right? LMAO, bro. I try to think Serto or something like that. Drink some Gatorade. Wait, what? Don't know what you said there. Lol, sit down and relax. What do you mean? So anyways, when it comes to dopamine getting hit so much, like it's not good. Here's what happens when you watch too much porn. Your brain literally turns off to the need to actually go out and meet girls. It turns off to the need to go and be social. And here's something crazy, guys. When you feel the need to watch porn or you feel the need, like you feel like really horny, if you just go talk to a girl, you don't even have to have sex with her. If you just go and approach a girl that you've never met before, or you hang out with a girl that you know, I guarantee you won't feel like you won't feel horny anymore. It's just this energy that needs to express itself. And you can express it by watching porn and fry your brain, or you can express it the healthy way and just go and meet some of the opposite sex. So here's the thing though. If you watch porn, like out of nowhere, whatever, don't be bad on yourself, because then that's a double negative, right? It's like think about it like this, right? Like if you watch porn and then you say, I'm bad for that, and then you know you're going to watch it again at some point, or maybe you never do, but you have this weird like relationship with it where it's just you got to release it. It's got to be like it's not good, it's not bad. You know that you have goals to go and be a fucking normal human in society, right? You don't want to just fucking watch porn all day, right? So it's really just about like being balanced. Like once again, right? There's nothing really beneficial from watching porn. Like it doesn't do anything for you other than there's the one thing that I would say is if you're sexually inexperienced and you watch porn, it can help you in some ways. You know, they say, oh, well, that's not realistic ways of having sex in porn. Well, dude, depends on which porn you freaking watch. You know what I'm saying? It literally it depends. I mean, there's a million kinds of porn. Okay, so as you guys know, I have the Skype channel, the Skype group, and we have a bunch of free courses up there, 1,500 courses, right? In there, you will find tantric sex courses. Like literally, you can go in there right now. We have 1,500 courses, and literally one of the courses is like this couple that made this course where they show you like how to have tantric sex. There's also ones in there to show you how to make girls squirt. There's also ones in there that show you how to have a deeper connection during sex, which is basically tantric sex. But like I'm saying, there's educational porn. Is that bad porn? I would say no. I would say no. In that case, not at all, right? So it just don't make it such a big deal. I think the reason why guys get addicted to porn is because they make it such a big deal. That's the same reason why girls get into porn. Because when they were growing up, their parents were like, that's bad. Like, you be a good girl, Catholic girl, whatever. And it's like the Catholic girl, you know what I'm saying, goes bad, right? What did you say? Why was the message retracted? Lol, he'd say no. Let me hear. So yeah, don't get swayed to one side of the pendulum. Is porn good or bad? Porn is nothing. It's neutral. It's not even like a big thing. But if you overuse it and you overstimulate yourself, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a big deal if you're being social. The only reason why I watched porn last night was because I haven't been social in like fucking 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Breathe, LMAO. My energy is off the charts right now because of that meal I just ate. Like I feel booming right now. And also, urine therapy from earlier. But yeah, so stop being like one-sided or like, you know what I'm saying, polarized by any topic in life. You gotta not be swayed by the pendulum. Stop being swayed by the pendulum. This was in the Emerald Tablets, guys. They literally talked about not swaying from one side of the polarity to another, just witnessing, you know what I'm saying, and sitting with yourself. That's getting silent, meditating, etc. So anyways, guys, I hope that sums it up for you. Stop making things a big deal. Do what you know is right. Think for yourself, etc., etc. Yo, Daniel, wait, I didn't see how you said you felt after eating meat. Well, like I said, well, you can watch this back later. If you just eat a little piece of it, like I literally just cut like a little sliver, right? And I ate it raw, right? And it's refined, organic, grass-fed beef. And I ate it with my regular vegan meal. I feel amazing. Like, how does it look like I feel? Like on camera right now. Do I look like my energy's down? Does it look like my vibration went up or down? And so that's weird, right? Because all the content you hear is that meat makes your vibration go down. Here's what I say. Gluttony makes your vibration go down. Eating too much of anything, watching too much porn, doing too much of anything is going to make your vibration go down. You know? LMAO, he's all through his house law on meat. That's funny. I'm walking back and forth. I'm pacing back and forth. Actually helps you think. I used to get on the phone, do sales calls, and one of the things that I researched is walking around helps you speak more confidently, helps you speak more clearly, gets your brain going. Also, walking is just super healthy for you, so I recommend walking on a daily basis as just part of your habit. So I'm just walking in a circle. Okay, so gluttony is what lowers your frequency and your vibration. You got to find a balance in nature. Do you have to be vegan? Do you have to eat meat? Do you have to put meat in your diet? No. Do you have to be vegan? No. Should you be vegan? I think you should try it. Should you then try to eat raw meat? I think you should try it. If you feel good on it, then do it. But don't lie to yourself. We do that a lot. We lie to ourselves a lot. We all do. We all do. We all tell like a million different lies. So just be honest with yourself. Are you eating too much of it? Do you need it or do you not need it? Do you understand? Like, that's how I look at it. Who knows? I might get off of it again. We're coming up on December. The energies might get so crazy that it doesn't feel right. Here's the thing though. I don't feel like the energies are messing me up right now. Oh, you think I'm on other things? What do you think I'm on? That's funny. That's what the cops told me when they arrested me the other day. They said, no, I know you're on something. And I'm like, dude, I did urine therapy and semen retention. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't raw meat have worms and parasites? Good question, brother. You could do research and find two answers to the same question. One that tells you yes, one that tells you no. You'll find that probably cooked meat kills the worms and the parasites, right? And then you'll probably find some other thing that says no, like raw meat is better because of this, and that. So I don't know. Do your research, come back, let me know. However, I'm not really worried about worms or parasites because I do urine therapy. So let that sink in. I'm completely balanced in that sense. I do urine therapy, which kills parasites and worms, right? And then if I eat only a little bit of meat here and there, you know what I'm saying? What's the chances of those, if there's any parasites in it, for those ones to even survive? So I have no worries at all. Bro, in the future though, I'd recommend you'd eat cooked meat in the future. I don't want you to get sick or anything. Not gonna take that recommendation, brother. Here's why. Cooking anything kills the minerals and the vitamins. The only reason why I'm eating meat right now is because I'm eating it raw. Because I did a lot of research and I found that raw is healthier. I saw this guy, he cured his brain aneurysms with raw meat. He had severe autism as well. He had a bunch of different brain injuries, and raw meat, he's just a super genius now. Did I get organic raw meat? Yes. Yes, I did. So this, kids, is why you cook your meat. There you go. You know what I'm saying? This is why. I must be acting some type of way, right? Some type of way that I'm acting is not normal. Not normal in this society. This, my friends, this, kids, is why you do semen retention. This is why you do urine therapy. So you can have this kind of energy that's polarizing to the rest of the earth. You know, most people are very, very, like, turned inside out when they see somebody projecting themselves or putting themselves out there in a way that they can't see themselves putting themselves out. So it's like, you know, do you live your best life, get on the higher frequency, you know, and experience that and live it up to your fullest. I have some insane plans, guys. We got merch coming out. So as you guys know, the business that we launched a few months ago, it did like a couple $100,000, and we are literally going to take that money and immediately build something for the whole community here. So I'm going to start having events, and we're going to make sure that everybody that comes through gets something that they need. So like my thought process is this. Let's say you want help starting a business. I want you to write on a piece of paper, and before you come, what you want to learn and what you want to get out of this community, right? And I want to just sit down at the table and have everybody connect with everybody. If you need help with this, building this, maybe this person can help you. You need a logo, here's a logo guy, right? You want to get off grid, here's some people who have already been off grid. And they're going to teach you how to sustainably live. So we're going to bring everybody together to help each other, right? And it's going to take some money, but the good thing is we have money. And there's no point of having money if you don't use it, period. There's no point of having money if you don't use it. So I'm really excited, guys. First, I'm getting a car. First, I'm moving out. That's probably happening before the end of December. I literally just had a mechanic go and check this this AMG today. Or no, tomorrow. He's checking it. And then it's in Texas, so then I'm going to have to ship it here. And then, yeah, get a little spot, probably in Laguna or like Newport, probably Laguna. Laguna's like the vibe. And yeah, so we will see. And then we're going to get some merch. We're going to get some models to model for our merch. Get like a bikini line going. We already got the crystals. We already got all these things. I want to make sure that like we have like ways to bring people here. And then once people are here, we have ways that everybody that's here can help one another towards a better life, towards a better future. Because I'll tell you this much, I don't give a shit what the elite are doing. I don't give a shit what the elite are doing, all right? What are we doing? We are the elite. We are the new elite. We are the new elite. Let that sink in. We are the new elite. It's up to us. It is up to us to create a better life. All right? So when people talk about mandatory vaccines, mandatory that, fucking political this, political that, I'm like, yeah, but what are you doing? You're just telling me what other people are doing. Oh, well, it affects you. Well, that's your belief system. You believe that they have power over you and they're more powerful than you. So, on this path, guys, I know some of you are with me, some of you aren't. All good. Let the chips fall where they may, you know? Like mining for gold. Some of the coal falls away, you're left with the gold. All I'm doing is I'm digging. I'm out here digging. I'm out here putting out vibrations. Some people can pick up on them, some people can't, right? And that is why, guys, I'm never like the type of person who's like super one-sided. I'm never like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, judge this, judge that. I'm never that type of person. I'm always the type of person that just flows with it. And then wherever I see myself, some people see themselves around me. And that's what's up. And side note, I'm basically going to remain vegan, just to let you guys know. I'm basically going to remain vegan. I'm on a vegan meal plan, and it gets delivered to my house. So literally, I'm going to keep eating vegan. Just maybe sometimes I'll eat a sliver of meat. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm playing it by ear, and I'll let you guys know. Just wanted to try something out tonight, something new, see how it made me feel. Another thing that I'm about to do right now is I'm going to drink some urine. I'm going to drink some urine before I go to sleep right now, right after I ate meat, and just see how it makes me feel as well. See, I'm the type of person, guys, who doesn't like to be ignorant, so I try things. And if you know from somebody telling you, do you really know? You kind of have knowledge, but you don't really have experience, so you don't really have wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience. So with that being said, guys, your body is very forgiving, so is your mind. Your whole body recreates itself like literally every 6 weeks, basically, especially if you're doing urine therapy. So with all of that being said, guys, with all of that being said, just stay on that high frequency, stay on your path, go create what you want, live a life of abundance. Don't think those negative thoughts. Literally always just think what you desire, like what you prefer. And anything else is just pointless to even think. I promise you one day you will die, but it won't really be death, and you won't really be scared in that moment like they say that you always will be. And it won't be this painful, like crazy thing that you always have feared since a little kid. No, it's just going to be a transition. It's going to be a great release. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to go to a new place, and you're going to look back and be like, if I would have just known that it was just this seamless, I would have lived so crazy. Like, I would have lived so much of a more eventful life, and I would have had no fear. But I promise you that you will leave this physical anyways. That should be good enough for you to live it up to your fullest. But you don't want to die. I promise you, when you die, you were meant to in that moment. It was destined in the stars already. So don't live your life with any fear, guys, and do whatever it takes to get to that higher vibration. If that's veganism for you right now, then do it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I love eating raw. I'm just a raw person now when it comes to just life in general. I'm only eating raw foods like from now on because that's where the minerals are. That's where the vitamins are. I'm only speaking the raw truth because that's where things get moving. That's when the ball gets moving. That's when the friction is created. That's when people either love me or hate me. If you hate me, good. At least you'll probably either bounce or you'll give me energy and attention, which just literally helps me anyways, right? Literally helps me. But if you love me, awesome. You know what I'm saying? Let's move forward. Let's create things. It's kind of like these lukewarm dudes that always get friend zoned by girls, right? Because you never polarize. You never make her have to make a decision, right? Just like, oh, he's nice. Like, oh, I know him. Like, yeah, he's like a really nice guy. And that's all they say about you. They don't say, oh, he's funny. Like, oh, like he's crazy, or oh, like he's trouble, or anything like exciting. Oh, he's a nice guy, right? So don't want to be that. If you've learned anything from watching any successful people at all, they are always polarizing in the sense that they're unfiltered, They don't walk a tightrope. You know what I'm saying? They don't filter themselves because of third-party perspectives. And on that note, guys, I hope you liked the video today. Interesting video. I'm going to start tagging a lot of different things in my videos. In this video, I'm definitely going to tag veganism and meat eaters, and we'll see if there's a battle in the comments. It'll be interesting, but about to post it right now, guys, and I'm out. Peace.